Hey, what's going on, Aquarius? Welcome to Tarot to a T, where I'm definitely having some tea and I'm definitely doing some tarot. For Aquarius, March 2022. So in case you haven't joined me before, I use a kind of a plain deck of cards, but they're not just any cards, right? Because they're speaking to me, giving me some intuitive messages here. I will walk you through how to read them. And I always deal at least one card for a recent past situation, one card for the present, one card for the future, and I do ask for clarifiers because it hardly ever ends there. I mean, come on, we want more, Aquarius, right? Okay, so what's going on for Aquarius for March 2022? Okay, for the recent past, you have 6 of clubs. Your present situation, Ace of spades. And you're going towards the potential Queen of Clubs. I'm seeing all black cards and I'm seeing a lot of clubs, except for the spade, obviously. But that's funny. I don't think I've had something like this recently. Huh, interesting. Okay, for the 6 of clubs here. The path was clear for something to lead you to better things. Let's say, I mean, it could really be in any kind of arena of your life. But I'm saying it's some kind of friendship. I mean, that's what I'm getting. It's like some kind of friendship or some kind of connection. This is going to lead you to bigger places. Could be professionally. Some kind of networking connection. Someone you probably considered you knew pretty well. Let's ask for some clarifiers on that. Who and what did Aquarius know, and where was Aquarius hoping to be led to in the recent past? Feeling this road was open for them. 8 of clubs, see? Clubs. Definite, heavy club energy. And clubs actually aren't a terrible energy to have, honestly. With the 8s, for example, this can represent some kind of crossroads or some kind of problem in a relationship. Since we kind of jumped on the pathway, like maybe you were hoping to hook up with somebody who could bring you down the pathway to a better place in your life. Again, this could be financially, like work related. Maybe you were stuck on this idea because this also denotes kind of a stubborn attitude. I don't think it's the person you dealt with or the people you dealt with. I think it's more about you. Maybe you were kind of determined to go down this path. You were trying to make something work that just maybe wasn't meant to be. Let's ask for one more card on that. Jack of Hearts. Okay. Let's lighten it up with some hearts here. Now these jacks generally represent younger people or a person or younger energy. It does not have to be like a person. But definitely with this hearts, we're looking at a kind of a friendship, a close friendship, actually. They could be younger than you. Or maybe what they do professionally is like this younger, more exciting career. Maybe you wanted to get into the organization that they were part of. And so you were kind of at this crossroads where you were kind of hell bent, with the stubbornness to work your way in. It could also mean that this is like the energy that you felt inside, like you had this young, like passionate energy to work your way in, and that comes from like this young exuberant place, right? Like overly enthusiastic, like, oh yeah, I just so excited. I'm gonna ask for one more card though. See what else we can get for the Aquarian. Ooh, 10 of spades. Now these 10s here, they a lot of times they represent some kind of ending, like the end of a cycle. So I don't mean like an ending like it's over. Well, it could be, but with the spades, you know what? Spades do represent things not working out. I think you were young. You had this young at heart attitude about something you wanted to pursue, probably through an association, a pretty close association, actually. You are passionate. And it just didn't work out. Like, it just ended in a dead end, or didn't pan out, or never went anywhere. You're kind of upset about that. That's a good segue into what's happening now, probably, is with this card, you're kind of at the beginning. Because aces represent kind of a new start, or a beginning of something. We like to think of new starts as being this joyful, happy, fresh thing, but it's not always that. Sometimes you come from a dark place. Or like, oh, I lost everything, I have to start over. So that's not necessarily a happy thing, right? Especially with the spades, unfortunately. It can represent something's final, and you just kind of have to pick it up and start all over again. Maybe it was this ambition over here. It represents a transition for change, definitely. Like, you thought you were going down this path, this open road, and it's like, damn, nope, not happening. Let's get some clarifiers on what Aquarius is doing on this new path. Coming from a place of disappointment, for sure. Nine of clubs. Are you out clubbing? Is that what the clubs is about? No, not necessarily. It could be, though. Again, there's some kind of completion here with the nines. It's almost a 10, right? So it's close to like, oh yeah, finality and ending. However, that's a little bit confusing to me. It may not be confusing to you. Because this is almost like, now you're content. Which does not make sense with the Ace of Spades, I'll be honest. Because the Ace of Spades is like, you're coming from a place of starting at ground zero. I don't know, maybe you've met some, you've reached a level of contentment in the sense that you're at peace with it. And you're like, you know what? I'm glad this didn't happen. Like, rejection is God's protection, or Spirit's protection, or the universe's protection. You know? I've been in that situation, like, looking back, and it doesn't necessarily have to be years and years, it could be just a couple of days. You realize it wasn't the greatest situation. You're glad it didn't work out because of this, this, and this, and this. Definitely going to ask for a clarifier on the Aquarians building up from a place of disappointment and feeling content with that. What could that be about? Six of Spades. Again, you're kind of on this open road. The sixes kind of represent this new path, or not this new path, a new path. Over here, the six was kind of like the path was more about getting you to another place. I thought maybe professionally, doesn't have to be, or some kind of social status, let's say. The spades here is more about destiny. Like, here you're striving to get there. The path is going to get you somewhere. Over here, the path is like, it's like it was destined. This is what you were destined to do, to be in this situation. That's actually a very healing thing, because sometimes when things don't work out, we thought this is what we wanted, but the universe knows better. And it puts us on this path because of all these things happening. This is why this happened. I've definitely had aha moments where I realized, yeah, these crappy things happened, but if they hadn't, I wouldn't be where I am today. It's that kind of thing. Let's get one more card, though. Let's see what the path is that the Aquarian's on at the moment. Five of Clubs. This is going to lead to some natural change, just something that has to happen because of the dominoes that fell here. Okay? You're definitely going through some kind of transformation with this card. The new start. You're content with it. You're okay with it. And you're on the path that you were meant to be on. Okay? And it's definitely going to lead to a renovation of your life, honestly, in some form or fashion. Maybe not your entire life, that's pretty broad, but could be. Because where it's going here with this Queen of Clubs, you're still out clubbing. Just gotta pick on you about that. The Queen represents a more mature female energy. Could be a person. She could have dark hair and darker features. Not necessarily, though. Could be just the energy. It's some kind of authority figure. It could be you. Honestly. You can embody this energy. It's generally a more powerful person. Doesn't have to be like a partner. It could also be like a friend or a sibling. But definitely some kind of sense of authority. I would almost say some wisdom is involved with that. Let's clarify where the Aquarian is leading to this Queen of Clubs, though. Two of Hearts, sweet. So this too is all about balance and harmony, and this heart is just nice. Okay, I can just tell you that. This is almost like you have someone or something on your side that is going to keep you company. It's a strong relationship of some sort. It's definitely the coming together and just this really, really nice, balanced relationship. It could have something to do with this female energy. Let's get one more card, though. I'm curious. King of Diamonds. This is about... Again, there's some kind of authority figure or authority figure energy involved with this. There's some kind of business. But what's nice about this is there's some financial stability involved, probably stemming from some kind of success. It's a little bit murky as to exactly what we're talking about. I feel like there's some career thing like snaked up in here. I don't think it's all about that. I think this energy is embodied in this experience of you don't feel so alone, either physically or spiritually, mentally. There is some kind of companion or companion energy. It could even be this older female. I think I'm going to leave it there, though, Aquarius, because these are general readings, but I'm not able to go too far into these. They would just get too long. So if that resonates with you, please feel free to leave a comment. I think whatever disappointment you had here, though, it led you to a place where you're kind of like get back at the drawing board. But you know what? I think you're okay with that. And it's definitely going to lead to a sense of you're okay here. That's where you're headed anyway, and I hope you get there, honestly. So enjoy your March, okay? See you next time.